Welcome back. Over the past few videos, I've spoken to you about some incredible destinations to travel to. These are the 4 aspects or questions that you look into before you choose a destination. What do you want from your holiday? Second is your budget. Third is how much time do you have to travel? Now, are you leaving tomorrow? Are you leaving next week? Are you leaving after a month's time? So this becomes an important factor. And the fourth being, what are your dietary requirements? Before you decide to go on a holiday, the first thing you decide is, where do I go? So the first thing we will discuss today is, how do you choose a destination? And a lot of us have various tastes and choices. So where do you want to go on a holiday will depend on what do you want from the holiday. So some of us may want a really quiet, relaxing holiday on the beach, whereas for others, you may want something more of history and culture. Some of us may be more interested in adventure, while some of us may want to visit the mountains. So the choice of destination depends on what do you want from this holiday. So if you want a quiet, relaxing holiday on the beach, then there are various destinations like Mauritius, Maldives, Seychelles, and other various places that you could go and visit. However, if you want a place which is more into culture and history, then you would not want to be sitting on the beach. You would want to go to a place which is known for its culture and history, and there again you have a wide range of destinations like Egypt, Turkey, Jordan, Myanmar, Indonesia. So you have a wide range of choices. So where do you want to go is your first step in deciding a destination, and you have to understand what do you want from your holiday, and that's the first step. Now, the second step, which is the second most important thing when deciding where to go, is your budget. Now, how much do you want to spend on this holiday? That is a very important part of where you go. Places in Southeast Asia like Myanmar, Indonesia are known to be very cheap, and from personal experience, you can actually get a good 3, 4 or even a 5-star hotel at times for $20 a night. So that's a real bargain. I've been able to do a 10-day trip in Indonesia for within 70 to 80,000 rupees. So these are destinations, Indonesia, Cambodia, Myanmar, for the budget conscious traveler. And if you have a sort of a strained budget, then I would definitely recommend Myanmar or Indonesia. So other places like Mauritius, Seychelles, however, are not for the truly budget traveler, because you do not have any backpacker accommodation there. So if you are traveling on a budget, then you would have to actually stay in a mid-range resort. So you may not be able to pack up a holiday within, let's say, 80,000 rupees in Seychelles or Mauritius. Maybe you may have to have a slightly larger budget. So the second important point when you decide to go where you want to go, look at your budget and pick the destination based on what fits into your budget. The third is the time you have to travel, and this becomes important because you have a lot of documentation to do before traveling. So if you're traveling to Europe or any country that requires a visa prior to arrival, this is not a trip you could do in the last minute, because you need at least a month's time in advance to prepare the documentation, apply for the visa and get the visa. So if you are traveling at the last minute, then you need to choose destinations that either offer you on arrival visa or do not require a visa. So the third aspect is the amount of time you have before you travel. So for last minute plans, you need to choose a destination that requires minimal paperwork before you reach there. But if you do plan in advance, then this aspect of paperwork and the time taken to apply for the visa, etc., would not be much of a problem for you. So the time taken or the time you have to travel is the third aspect. And the fourth, which to many Indian travelers may be of importance is your dietary requirements. Now, a lot of us Indians are strict vegetarians, and I myself being a vegetarian, initially when I used to travel, food used to be one of the criterias I decide where to go. So places in East Asia and also South America, they have very limited options for vegetarian food. That does not mean they do not have any vegetarian food. From personal experience, I have managed to travel across so far, still sticking to my vegetarian diet. So you can travel to various destinations still sticking on a vegetarian diet. The only thing is you may have to be a little flexible with what you eat. So these are the 4 key aspects that you have to decide what destination you want. First, what do you really want from your holiday? Second, what is your budget? Third, how much of time do you have to travel? So are you traveling tomorrow, or do you have a week's time? Do you have a month's time? That becomes an important factor. And the 4th is your dietary requirements. So hope this helps you decide where to go next. That's it from us today. I'll join you next week with a new video. Until then, please do subscribe, like and share our channel, and stay tuned for more interesting videos.